What's happening, guys?
So
Not much. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Lunar Parks, the greatest VR chat troll of all time. Last is a VR chat YouTuber who was exposed for, at the time, unknowingly sexting two minors. After showing another YouTuber's face on his other channel, it got terminated due to YouTube's guidelines. If you get a channel terminated, you cannot have a YouTube channel. While he waits for his channel's demise, I went into his Discord and spoke to him. In this video, I have to pander to Glass a lot because he's a big personality, and I wanted to be able to get the truth out of him. I feel that if I went in attacking him, he wouldn't have been able to give me his side of the story honestly. In no way is Lunar Parks a Predator sympathizer. I just wanted to hear his side of the story from him directly. You don't think there's any way for you to, keep existing?
at this point, I literally don't give a fuck. I just want to have my channel. I just want to have everything I've built over the past 2 years not be taken away from me over some fucking faggot on the internet.
Okay, you were talking to these girls, and they did lie about their age, right? So
It's irrelevant.
it is relevant because the reason why that's relevant is in your mind, right? You did nothing wrong because they lied about their age. Like, how could you have avoided that?
That's not what I think.
What do you think then?
I think that it's obviously wrong to do what I did, but under the guise of I was lied to, it's like it's even more unfortunate because obviously it wasn't something I wanted to do, and I have to live with the fact that I did it because somebody lied to me and I was misled. So like I don't even care at this point. I just want my channel.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
Like, I
honestly,
literally couldn't give two shits if all these people simultaneously died. I don't care. I just want my channel.
So you're saying you're gonna stop, having these kind of conversations, like this topic, if you could just have your YouTube channel
I'm
back?
literally, if I get my channel back, I'm literally never going to do anything or put myself in a position to get it taken away from me again.
so you're not gonna go after Ergla anymore.
I'll go after him on live stream, but I'm not ever speaking about him in a video.
Okay, so you're not over it. Because you're gonna still go after him in live streams.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm over that shit because obviously everybody sees that situation for what it is, right?
Well, the majority of the, VR chat trolling community sides with him over you.
No, they don't. The trolling community doesn't even consume his content anymore.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't make trolling content anymore. But I'm talking about the generalized aspect of you being a predator.
Yeah, nobody that I've spoken to over the past few weeks, every single content creator I've spoken to has not had that opinion. But I can't do shit if I don't have a YouTube channel. So
What makes you think the YouTube channel is going to go away?
I've been
Is it gone
terminated on
already?
another channel. I'm not allowed to have any other channels.
They said that to you?
That's what happens when you get terminated. Read the tweet and stop fucking talking.
Well, Glass, I'm trying to help you, bro. You just don't see it that way.
If you were trying to help me, you'd read the tweet.
All right, I'll read the tweet right now. Let me get my fucking phone. Let me close my Tinder with all my bitches on it.
No, keep that open.
Nah.
Discoverability, bro.
Yesterday, I was made aware that one of my channels was terminated for using an image of content creator's face. Channel was terminated. Okay, I see. So your other channel was terminated. Okay. I'll put it into ChatGPT and have it summarize it for me later, but I got the gist of it just from what I read just there.
I'm not interested in humoring what you have to say if you don't read the whole tweet.
All right, fuck it. Fine. Give me a second. I can't put into ChatGPT.
No.
Fuck. Okay, give me a second. Yesterday, I was made aware that one of my channels was terminated for using an image of a content creator's face that is publicly available on the platform in the video link below. The creator filed a privacy complaint along with 3 false copyright claims on my video, leading to my channel being terminated for using the image I took from their video that is publicly available on YouTube and then used as the profile picture of the channel. This is no way in violation of this person's privacy, as I stated before. This is no way in violation of the person's privacy, as I stated before. The video the image was taken from is public on the platform. So you used a public picture that was publicly known, so it wasn't doxing on the channel as it was falsely terminated. Content creator that filed the false privacy, so it's linked to Ergla. My appeal was denied, and I'm at the loss for words for how this situation has been handled by both YouTube support and the creator that initially filed the false privacy complaint and copyright strikes. YouTube is my main source of income, and is no way have I violated any of YouTube's TOS by doing what I did. Yet here I am writing at this tweet in order to save what I have built over the past year and a half of my life, which has been under constant attack and endless harassment by the creator in question, Ergla. This content creator has used images of myself that have never been made publicly available anywhere on the internet, on the stream. Some of these images being displayed on the screen for multiple hours at a time. This content creator has spread AI generated GFs of you and the minors, whatever. The content creator has doxed my family. That is true. This content creator. Wait, how do you know that Ergla doxed your family? Is it
Ooh,
because
there's literally nobody more obsessed with me than Ergla, and he has messaged my direct family members on burner Facebook accounts saying the exact same things he said to me verbatim on that last stream I had where I brought him into the call.
you don't think it could have just been a like extreme fan,
No,
Yeah,
there's no
I
way.
like an
There's
Ergla,
literally no
Ergla
way.
loyalist?
Like it was verbatim what he said in the messages. It was
I mean, there's a lot of
obviously
crazy
it's
fangirls and
he's
fanboys.
sold,
I'm not gonna
bro.
lie.
This content creator has gone out of their way to silence any and all criticisms coming their way from anyone critical of their behavior on the platform. That's true. He's not good at taking criticism, or Ergla's a bitch. And also, I found out recently that his girlfriend is overweight based on your information.
True.
Let's see. This content creator has violated partnership agreement multiple times. This content is produces puts your okay. So I mean, yeah, I get the gist of this. I get what you're saying. I get the general idea of what you're saying. Okay, so that being said, then right?
Like, can I make a point? I
Yeah,
don't
what's
mean
up,
to cut
bro?
you off, but about his girlfriend. Maybe like some extra meat on the bones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, he's overweight too, so it makes sense that he would find an overweight woman to be attracted to. I mean, don't be wrong. I don't like Ergla, right?
Yeah.
But like, so okay.
Nobody really does.
So in your honest opinion, right? You don't believe that you deserve to be terminated at all.
No, I never violated this guy's privacy.
Okay. Like with the underage girls thing, right? Like, what do you think you could have done differently? Like, ask for IDs?
I mean, the one showed me a birth certificate. What more do you want me to ask her for? Like, you want me to ask her for her fucking mother and father's, like, good graces? Like, what are we doing here?
Okay, so you saw her birth certificate. I mean, that's a pretty fair point. I
Well,
mean,
it turns
okay.
out to be fake, considering the fact that she showed Ergla a different one, right?
Yeah, that
which
is a
I-
bit strange.
Which makes it way worse for her.
I mean, really, on that one, like, if anyone else was in your shoes, right, and they were like given proof that there was, someone was legal age in like an ID or a birth certificate, something like that. I mean, on that situation, I'm not really sure necessarily what you could have done differently then, because you asked for their age, they lied about that. They asked you showed their birth certificate, they lied about that. I'm not really sure what you could have done differently. Like, it seems like you
Swan,
covered
I
all the
did ask
bases.
for ID, but I had no reason to like push further when she said she didn't have one. Because first of all, when I was her age, I didn't have one. Right? I literally got my first ID when I was 19. Wait, no, sorry, 2019. I was 21
He was
before
21.
I
He
got my
got
first
his
ID, bro.
Okay. I mean,
So
it seems like you covered
I
all the
just and
bases.
I had no reason not to believe that she was fucking 18. So like, whatever, I don't even care. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been just in general like a malicious attack on you, because it's like, if this was somebody else, right? Like, Ergla had the moderator in his chat that was talking to like an underage girl as well and having like sleep calls with her and shit like that. I feel like he would
I
have
mean,
given that
are
guy
you
the
talking
benefit of
about
the doubt.
Nutters or somebody
Yeah.
else?
Nutters. Why do you think Ergla, instead of talking to you and hearing your side, just straight up attacked you?
Because I called him sexist and he wanted to like retaliate against me. He does a lot of retaliatory things. Like, for example, when I went live on the stream where I baited him to join, he released his most recent video like the moment I did that, which
Okay.
makes me think that he had that shit just locked and loaded and ready to go.
So you think that he like framed you as a like a predator because you called him sexist?
Well, that's the main reason why he had a problem with me, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it
if there
just
was
seems
any reason for him to do so, because it obviously is in bad faith at this point,
it just seems kind of fucking
then
extreme
that would
though.
be it.
Like, that's
Yeah, a
doesn't
little
seem
bit.
like a crazy thing.
That's his content, though. I mean, I
Yeah.
checked his ego and he didn't like it.
But yeah, I can agree that Ergla does have an ego. That I've seen firsthand. I think as a content creator, right, with someone who does have notoriety, you're at 24K subs. I just think talking to women on the internet in general is just a bad idea,
I do.
I definitely
do
agree now.
with that.
because it's like when you're a content creator, people have alternative motives to come after you and attack you. And I think you should stick to talking to women that are like on Tinder in real life. Like Discord bitches or VR chat bitches are just in general just a bad fucking idea.
Yeah, I agree.
How are you going to change like the public opinion
Oh.
of you by making content? Like, because you're planning on making more videos, right? So like, if your channel doesn't get terminated and you're good, so like, how are you going to keep doing that? Like, how are you going to change the public opinion on you?
I think I've already kind of been working to do that. Like, a lot of people have changed their opinion recently.
Do you think if you just keep making videos, eventually this will just go away?
Well, it depends on what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and like the shit that I'm. Oh my goodness. Um, it's a very complicated process. I think the most important thing is that, well, this is what like a liar would say, right? But I don't lie, so I think it's important that I stick to the story that I have because that's what happened. And like what Ergba tries to do a lot is like literally just overwhelm people with all kinds of information. Like I dated a girl once, and whenever we were in like an argument, right? She would throw like 40 million different things at me, and then like I would try to start responding, and she responds in paragraphs, I respond in sentences. So like midway through me responding to like half of the shit she said, she would start throwing like a million more things at me. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what Ergba does. He just tries to overwhelm people so that they either like slip up or just fucking like get themselves confused and like self-report or whatever the fuck. I think it's important to not get overwhelmed by somebody like this because then, you know, they win by making you slip up when you're not even really in the wrong, you know?
Yeah. Why do you keep going on his streams, or what did previously? Like you went on his stream a lot.
I don't really know, to be honest.
Because like he has like hundreds of live streams about you after the situation has occurred.
True.
And like every time you go on his stream, you're giving him like more content, and people are like donating to him for that content. Granted, you have more, you know, views than he does on a live stream. I think the last time I checked, he has like 24. You yesterday you cleared like 100. Still, I feel like you giving him content is a bad idea because every time you go on his stream and interact with him,
Well,
you're
did you
literally
not
boosting
see
him.
that recently? I mean, pretty much recently, the only thing he's been doing is like self-reporting himself, right? He's been digging his hole deeper, doing stupid shit like showing a bunch of people he moments before called children a fucking massive dick, right?
Yeah, and like
Like
I
at this
get that.
point,
Yeah,
I'm mentally sharp enough. Like there was a point when I was seriously like fucked in the head. Like I genuinely, I wasn't myself. I wasn't thinking clearly. I wasn't able to, like, my mental faculties just weren't in order. You know what I'm saying? Now
yeah,
that they are, and I'm back to like who I was then, you can tell that Ergba is very nervous when he speaks to me because he knows that deep down inside, the only person who can really engage with him and handle his retardation is me. That's why when I initially called him sexist, he was so fucking nervous on his stream. Like I called him out on it immediately.
yeah.
The dude was, you could tell he was shaking just by how he sounded, like his voice and everything. If that stream was archived, you'd know what I'm talking about, but he'll never release that, of course, right?
Are you sure you just didn't have like an Arby's sandwich beside him?
Yeah, and like he's like shivering and trying to like hold himself back from eating it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
because he's overweight.
Could have been.
Okay.
Could have been, in fact, both combined, you know?
Yeah, and maybe a little bit both. Okay.
Don't like Ergwa because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And for good reason, obviously, right? He literally just tries to fucking get people to admit that they're pedophiles on video. Like, that's his trolling style.
You don't think that he's ever caught like a genuine like child predator on one of his videos?
I'm sure he has, but it's like a lot of these people are just lonely losers who, like, unfortunately have no other options and they feel hopeless. So it's like, what do you expect them to do, bruh?
Well, that's a little bit different from your case because the people that he's talking to are people coming to meet like 15-year-olds on VR
No,
chat.
I'm not talking about like the predator exposing shit, right? That's like obviously those people are likely to offend anyway.
Yeah. So
But like when you go to an age regression lobby and you fucking are talking to a guy trying to get him to admit that he's like a pedophile just for being like a weirdo caretaker and has a fucking kink, a DDLG kink, it's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't like Ergla either, but you previously stated that you don't think he's done anything to help the children of VR chat.
Oh,
I
yeah, he
mean,
definitely hasn't. That's
if
for
he
sure.
does make videos like that, and those people that are in the videos don't offend ever again because of those videos, don't you think that is some kind of a positive effect, though?
No, because
Okay.
if those people never offend again, regardless of whether they offend again or not, that video's still there ruining their life.
Like Don Italiano was his biggest catch. I don't know if you remember who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he ran the OGs of VR chat, and he was disbanded from it, and he was in a high position where there could have potentially been minors in that group.
Yeah, I mean that's good, but that's not good for
Yeah.
the children. That's good for like that's just like a chance, right? Like he didn't do that
Yeah.
specifically because he was trying to help the children. It just so happened that this is the person that he caught, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Again, with the talking to the underage girls, right? Which you did everything you could. You did receive CP though, right? Like, did they send you nudes or
No.
anything? They never sent you nudes of their bodies.
No, the one girl sent me a picture of somebody nude, but it wasn't her.
Okay.
And even she said that she never sent me anything.
Okay.
She
I
sent
mean,
me some she grabbed off of like Google.
okay. So it wasn't actual CP, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no,
Okay. Okay.
not to my knowledge.
I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, right? And if I was you, I mean,
Oh, what the fuck?
you had a really growing channel, like up till this happening, like you'd probably be at 50,000 subscribers at least. You'd be on Ergla's level probably if this didn't.
I'd be well past Ergo at this point if I never interacted with him.
Because the amount of work you put into your channel, you do more. You do more than he does for sure. And if you didn't have this stunt in your growth, you probably would be pretty successful right now, making more money. I mean,
It's not really what I care about though. I just care about being able to do what I want to do. The fame really never matters to me, to be honest. The views don't matter to me. I just want to be able to produce content I'm proud of and that entertains people and myself.
you think you have to have YouTube to do that? You don't think you could go to Rumble or Kick or Twitch and do the similar content?
No. I just simply can't make the kind of jokes that I want to or am able to on any other platform.
Yeah. I mean, my videos are a little raunchy too. So I understand what you mean. What would you say then your biggest regret is? Do you think it's just talking to them to begin with?
My biggest regret is associating with Ergba because none of this shit would have happened if I never spoke to Ergba to begin with.
Yeah. So like, you would. So I mean, I do find that strange because like if it was me, I would say like talking to the minors, to begin with. That would have been my biggest regret. But you're saying like Ergla, because Ergla orchestrated this whole thing and destroyed your life, or not your life.
Well, I
but your
wouldn't
channel.
have spoken to any of these people if I had spoken to Ergba to begin with, but
Okay, so you're saying if you never spoke to Ergla, you never would have interacted with
yeah,
these two
but I
minors.
wouldn't regret doing something that turned out to be me getting misled because, like, at the end of the day, I was led to believe something that wasn't in reality what was happening.
Why wouldn't you have regrets for that if it turned out?
Well, of
negative?
course I regret it, but it's not my biggest regret, right? Like, I was lied to. Like, I don't really know what I can do in that situation to, like, I was lied to, so in my eyes, like, I still was interacting with somebody that I thought was, of legal age. I would
Yeah.
never, ever intentionally talk to somebody who's not. Like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, because I mean, when
I've
you
always
have
had a really strong stance against shit like that.
At the end of the day, I think Glass made a huge error in judgment. He opened himself up to sex two minors, even if it was unknowingly. As I make this video, he's currently crying on his own channel, waiting for all of the work that he's put into his channel to be deleted. I don't think he deserves to be deplatformed. I think being able to give people a chance to come back after making mistakes makes us a better community overall. Anyways, if you guys have made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like for more. There will be more content out in the future, and peace.